right, here we go. Let's do a recap. Welcome. After every baker's dozen, we do a recap. So welcome to recap number. Thanks, Lauren. Hey, buddy. Do you want to come up? Okay, you can be part of this. Ollie wants to be part of this. The last 13 episodes occurred over an extended period of time because you know that we didn't have a YouTube episode, for about 8 weeks. And what's interesting is, as I look back over the previous 13 episodes, I remember what was going on basically in my head and behind the scenes. And when you watched WAG 88, you learned all about the saga of the bakery being bought out by a large international company and how of the 4 ovens, they shut them all down. Ovens 1 and 2 came online, and how 3 and 4 weren't going to be running before the end of the year. So December 10th is when we ran out of biscuits and bites, and we had to shut everything down. And then we just crossed our paws and made it through Christmas and New Year's. And it was in mid-January that we baked again. And the delivery came. We took delivery after being out for 3 months, not being able to do Biscuit Club, wholesale, Whole Foods. Things are rough. You know, obviously running the store, this is growing, this is expanding, locals, visitors, even people who order online who are going on vacation. We've had a number of people who were going down I-95 and they took the time to jump off I-95, cut down to Savannah, and come in here and visit us. I mean, it's incredible. Even though there was just my stomach in knots about the fact we were running out of biscuits and bites, that I couldn't fulfill orders, the store was a godsend because it kept it going. It kept us treading water. And now that we have biscuits back in stock, we're rocking and rolling again. We still don't have bites. I don't know when bites are coming back. The bakery isn't sure how oven number 4 is actually performing and if that oven will ever come back up. And yes, we've reached out to other bakeries about baking our bites. We're having difficulty because of the size of those bites. One of the reasons you guys love them so much is because they're unique. And it turns out they're unique for a reason. So the last baker's dozen is a really interesting arc. WAG 79 might have been the end of September, because you recall the way we were doing it before, posting our WAGs about 6 weeks later, sometimes 8 weeks later. So in WAG 79, you met a local artist named Allison. Allison does all the photography that's presented here, all the originals. You're going to meet in the coming WAGs the artist who does the oils, Logan, and another local artist, Sim, and you'll also meet Michelle Perez. In WAG 80, you met a local celebrity, Sully, an Irish wolfhound who is a gentle giant and a rock star. And a little later on, you also met another Irish wolfhound in town named Grisha. Sully came to visit. What's going on? Sully came to visit in WAG 80. Check Sully out on Instagram. He's a bit of a celebrity. His Instagram. What are you doing? He's giving me pouty face because it's 8:30 and we're still in the shop. In WAG 81, it was basically a cavalier party in here. Go to about, 2 minutes, 30 some seconds. It was Cavalier Day in here. I don't know if it's good form to turn your back to the camera. I'll go quick so we can go home. Where was I? Oh, WAG 81. I introduced you to what we have here in the store, the Rainbow Bridge Post. We've had a number of people sit down at the typewriter and write their beloved dog who's passed a quick little note. WAG 82 was crazy. I mean, we had, 3 hurricanes brush by Savannah, nothing like Florida, nothing like Asheville. In WAG 82, the first wave of the first hurricane that went by, and that was an interesting night. We hung out here on the couch. Eventually I went home, and the next day it was a ghost town in Savannah. We were lucky here at the store. So much of Savannah lost power. Kind of felt a little guilty. We didn't lose internet, we didn't lose power. I was open the next day, but obviously nobody came in. In WAG 83, we got the grooming room certified by the Georgia Department of Agriculture. That was huge. And you met more locals. You'll see throughout the WAGs, you're starting to see more and more locals. So it's going to be recurring characters. You're going to get to know all of them. You're going to get to know Murphy. You're going to get to know Tony, Maggie, Sammy, Grisha, just to name a handful. We have over 100 grooming clients now. In WEG 84, we had our first grooming appointment. Panzer, you're a rock star. WEG 85 was near and dear to my heart because out of nowhere, after 12, 13, 14 years, the original graphic designer who designed all of the Oliver Bentley's logos, the coat of arms, the belt and paw print, the plaid, everything, Melody, surprise, she just showed up. That was awesome. That really meant a lot. So thank you, Melody, if you're watching. WEG 86, as I watch it now, that was the last pallet that went out to Whole Foods. That was just crazy watching that because WEG 89, we sent 2 pallets out. That was about 2.5, almost 3 months in between those because, well, you already know why. We weren't really sure if Oliver Bentley was going to make it, but in WEG 86, it's just funny to watch that now. November, December, January, kind of a blur, got to be honest, just kind of a blur. And then WEG 87 was the last episode for an extended period of time. We posted it 2 months ago, but the footage was from before Thanksgiving. WEG 87, if you love Cavaliers, there's a Cavalier cuteness alert. That episode is just jam-packed with Cavaliers. Just happened that way because, as you obviously know, we don't script this. And WEG 88 is what we already talked about. It was the recap video, and you already know the story. All right, then wrap up the last 2 of the Baker's Dozen, WEG 90 and 91. 90 was just a couple weeks ago. Grindapalooza, charity event to benefit the Humane Society of Greater Savannah. That was an awesome day. It was just fun, and we're going to continue to do that once a month. We're doing a charity event, and Grindapalooza was WEG 90. And 91 was fun because we expanded our little fun-sized 2-ounce bag guest amenity to a new hotel in town. Welcome to the LEB Pack, the Andaz Hotel. Walking back from the Andaz, I stopped by Goose Feathers, went down a little memory lane because Goose Feathers is the very first place, besides my own personal oven, that LEB biscuits were baked. Oh, the one thing I forgot, WEG 86. I didn't do any footage of it, but I talked about the door hangers. We had 2,000 of these made up. So cool on this side, a little QR code, scan that little video, and then our grand opening announcement. But I'll tell you, because the purpose of these recaps is to sort of share with you behind the scenes, what you didn't see was me 3 days in a row canvassing Savannah. The first day I did 35,000 steps. The second day, I think it was 28,000. And the third day, it was 25,000 steps. Yeah, that was insane. My quads were screaming. I guess to sum it up, the last Baker's Dozen WEGs spanned pretty big events here at Oliver Bentley's. And I'm proud to say we survived. We've come out the other end with some ideas for expanding Oliver Bentley's and spreading more of the LEB love. This has been a huge hit, and coming soon in the next Baker Dozen, lighting that up. Until then, stay tuned. We're making some adjustments here in the store. We're getting a lot of this stuff out onto the website. Come here, bud. From all of us to all of you, be well, be safe, live like somebody left the gate open, give your pack a hug from us, and be kind to one another. And remember, no matter where we are or who we are, hit the subscribe, the thumbs up, and leave a comment below. Shameless promotion right there, wasn't it? But please, subscribe, like. What are we? United through dogs. We will bark back to you next time. Woof.